Rauff Hakeem.
கௌரவ பிரதி சபாநாயகர் அவர்களே, பிஸ்மில்லாஹிர் ரஹ்மானிர் ரஹீம். முதற்கண் இந்த ஸ்ரீலங்கன் விமான சேவை குறித்த இன்றைய விவாதத்தில் என்னுடைய கருத்துக்களை ஆங்கிலத்திலே கூறுவதற்கு முன்பு ஒரு சில வார்த்தைகள் இந்த மோசமான காலநிலையினால் பாதிக்கப்பட்டு என்னுடைய தேர்தல் மாவட்டமான கண்டியிலே ரம்மலக்க இலுக்குவத்த போன்ற பிரதேசங்களில் 6 பேர் மரணத்தை தழுவி இருக்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுடைய குடும்பத்தினருக்கு எங்களுடைய அனுதாபங்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிற அதே வேளை அரநாயக்க பிரதேசத்திலும் மண் சரிவினால் பாதிக்கப்பட்டு நிறைய பேர் உயிரிழந்திருக்கிற இந்த நிலையில் அவர்களுடைய குடும்பத்தினருக்கும் எங்களுடைய அனுதாபங்களை தெரிவிக்கிற அதே வேளை ஒரு சில நிமிடங்களுக்கு முன்பு பிரதம மந்திரியுடைய தலைமையில் அனர்த்த நிவாரண வேலைகளை மேற்பார்வை செய்கிற குழுவின் கூட்டத்திலே உடனடியாக NBRO நிறுவனத்தின் மூலம் மண் சரிவினால் பாதிக்கப்படுகிற பிரதேசங்கள் அடையாளம் காணப்பட்டு அங்கிருந்து குடும்பங்களை அகற்றுவதற்கான நடவடிக்கைகள் என்பது மாற்று காணிகளை அடையாளப்படுத்தி அவர்களை அந்தந்த இடங்களுக்கு குடியேற்றுகிற நடவடிக்கைகளை, குறிப்பாக தோட்டப்புறங்களிலே இவ்வாறான பாதிக்கப்பட்ட பிரதேசங்களில் வீடமைப்பு திட்டங்கள் அவர்களாக வீடுகளை அமைத்து கொண்டிருக்கிற குடியிருப்பாளர்களை அகற்றுவதற்கான நடவடிக்கைகளுக்கு முன்னுரிமை கொடுக்க வேண்டும் என்பதையும் நாங்கள் வலியுறுத்தி பேசியிருக்கிறோம். நிச்சயமாக இந்த அனர்த்தத்தின் காரணமாக அரசாங்கம் நிவாரண வேலைகளை செய்கிற அதே நேரம் இவ்வாறான அனர்த்தங்களின் மூலம் எதிர்காலத்தில் பாதிப்புகள் ஏற்படாமல் தடுப்பதற்கான நடவடிக்கைகளை கவனத்திலே கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்ற விஷயத்தை இங்கு நான் முதல் கண் ஒரு சில வார்த்தைகள் வலியுறுத்த கிடைத்தமைக்காக உங்களுக்கு நான் நன்றி கூறிக்கொள்கிறேன். கௌரவ பிரதி சபாநாயகர் அவர்களே, என்னுடைய உரையின் அடுத்த பகுதியை ஆங்கிலத்தில் நிகழ்த்தலாம் என்று நினைக்கிறேன். Honorable Deputy Speaker, we are discussing about the situation of the Sri Lankan Airlines the whole of today and yesterday. The issue of exit strategy for the government in the parlous economic situation concerning this state-owned enterprise has been a matter of debate for many long years. During the 37 years of the existence of Sri Lankan Airlines, except for the 8-year period during which the Emirates Airlines had a strategic investment and management contract with the Sri Lankan Airlines, the rest of the years have been loss-making years. And particularly the recent years, and that too unfortunately, after having brought the long-standing conflict to an end, it is very unfortunate that we were unable to turn around our national carrier, and it had run into in very exorbitant debt and has come to a position where there is no option but to once again government to take over the debt and to restructure the company. There are several methodologies that we can adopt, but I must say very clearly here, we should not in the meantime forget the need for a national career for the country. It is not for us to throw the baby with the bath water. We should also realize that the Sri Lankan Airlines during the period, a long period or 30-year period of the conflict, had been of immense service to the country. Firstly, in order because of the armed conflict, the pivotal role it played in keeping the tourism industry alive in this country. Sri Lankan Airlines have played a very important role, and also providing the necessary air movement for our expatriate labor in the Middle East in areas. That was another aspect which we should not forget. And of course, then it also facilitated the Sri Lankan exports at a time when foreign carriers withdrew from Sri Lanka due to the conflict situation in the country. Therefore, having had a national carrier, we should not forget that it served the purpose, though we have run into difficulties in financially managing the airline to a satisfactory level. But we must also realize that the airline industry all over the world is faced with problems. Entire world situation when it comes to the airline industry, it is not a profitable business to enter into, except for a few airlines which once again are owned by very rich countries. The oil-rich countries of Emirates and subsidized poorly, but in the meantime most of them have been subsidized heavily by their own governments. And therefore, those airlines, of course, I must say, we have had some very high degree of politicization. There has been a certain degree of cronyism, which has been rampant in the management of the Sri Lankan Airlines. I don't want to go into these sordid details that has already been spoken about, but then look at proactively what we can do to restructure the management and to retain the national carrier with at least some of its pride intact. We all know there is a brand value for Sri Lankan Airlines. Everybody appreciates all over the world the needs of Sri Lankan. Comparably with the other airlines, they still consider Sri Lankan in-flight service to be of a very high and better standard. We have several times won many international awards. Therefore, I am sure in finding a strategic partner, we must look at and leverage the advantages we have with an airline which has certain amount of goodwill that is still there, which would be an attraction for us to negotiate with possible partners.
Interesting the way you are speaking, but we are running out of time.
Thank you very much, Deputy Speaker. I will just wind up one particular aspect, because I have at the request of the Prime Minister, I went to discuss with the Turkish Airlines and persuade them to come and look at a strategic partnership with Sri Lankan. There have been discussions by others. There have been others have been looking at possibility of doing some review. But then what is important is for all these carriers, the main attraction is our national carriers inventory to India. Because of the free the Sri Lankan traffic rights and access to India due to its open skies agreements with us, we have that access, and that is an attraction that any prospective airline would find in negotiating. That also, and the other bigger airlines have a negotiating capacity because of their buying capacity with Airbus industry. Since we are now saddled with this A350, 4 airliners to be delivered in September. We have already cancelled 4 of them. But then the rest of the 4, in order to negotiate, some of these airlines have a better leverage because of their capacity with the Airbus industry, and I am sure with those issues we would be able to find a good strategic partner for us to retain the brand name Sri Lankan and to resuscitate the failing airline and to continue with it in the future. Thank you.
Honorable Vasudevana.